All right. Hello, students. I'm going to be talking in this video about growth marketing. This is a type of marketing that is really popular in entrepreneurial situations, and for good reason. Growth marketing focuses on growing your business, and you right now, as entrepreneurs, are in a state where you need to grow your business. You need to get customers. And so there's a style of marketing called growth marketing that we're going to look at right now. All right. Well, um, so I just want to start by saying, hey, as a startup, so you're a startup, you have a company, but it's just starting. So as a startup, you tend to have very little what? You tend to have very little money because you're a startup. You haven't started bringing in profit yet. So, as a startup, you tend to have very little money. You tend to have very little brand presence. In other words, people don't know about you and your brand and what your company offers. So, you have very little money, very little brand presence, and very few customers. And that makes total sense because again, you're a startup. You haven't been around for 10 years selling your product. And so when you have very little money, very little brand presence, very few customers, you need to have a particular type of marketing. And that marketing hinges on two things. One is experimentation. So growth marketing is all about experimenting with different marketing strategies to see what resonates with your customers. So, one of the best ways that we as marketers use to test our marketing is something called A/B testing. This is a really popular feature in marketing. And A/B testing means you change one thing and then you test option A versus option B to see which one performs better. Let's go look at a real life example. Let's imagine that you're a marketer for the Mercury News. So this is an online news source and they get people to pay for their subscription to their news. Well, they do email marketing, where they send out email messages and they try to get people to sign up for their news service. Well, so let's imagine that here's our goal, to increase the open rate of this email. So this is the title, and then these are the descriptions of the email. And so, me as the user is going to read this and decide whether I want to click on this or skip it. And so wonder if one of our goals is to increase the open rate of this email. Well, we can run an A/B test to see what's going to work better. So wonder if test A is exactly what we're looking at here. The Mercury News for the title, and then don't wait, $1.23 for 4 months of unlimited access, right? That's what you're seeing here. So let's call this test A. We're going to run this test with let's run it for a week and see how many people open up this email. Then we're going to switch over to test B. And we're only going to change one thing. Remember, A/B test, you only change one thing. So I'm going to keep the Mercury News the same. But for here, I'm going to say the best news coverage you will find. So I'm just going to change it right here. The best news coverage you'll find. So then we're going to run test B for the same amount of time. Maybe we run it for a week and we see we see how many people opened it for test A and how many people opened it for test B. That, you guys, that's called A/B testing. We can apply it to everything in marketing. Here are some physical mailers that this company mailed out to 5,000 potential customers. Well, you can come into here and you can A/B test different things. For instance, wonder if you changed this component right here. Now that's something to smile about. Wonder if you changed that and then you sent out a bunch and you see which one got better response. Or maybe instead of $100 off, maybe you came up with a different offer and you ran that. And so A/B testing, you can do it across this. Hey, wonder if you're the marketer for Pampers and this is a box of your diapers and this is kind of the packaging that people in Target walk by and they read before they buy. We can A/B test this. Wonder if instead of 1 month supply, maybe you test some other language here. Maybe instead of this baby photo, maybe you choose another baby photo. In long story short, we're changing one thing and then we're testing it A/B. Option A, option B, which one worked better? Ooh, and here's your website. Imagine this being your website. Now imagine that our goal is to increase the shopping rate for men and women. What could we do? What could we change here? What's one thing we could change here? And then run an A/B test to see if that change increased shopping rates. Could we put a big button here that says something, and then we'd run it. We'd run A/B test. All right, well, if we go look at your marketing assignment for this week, notice that it's called Growth Marketing Strategy. Notice that we have the funnel here. I'm wanting you to apply this funnel to your business. And so we have 3 stages: awareness, evaluation, and purchase. And so I'm asking that you come up with some strategies for each of these stages. The awareness stage, how are you going to get your customers to be aware of your business? And we want to target, another part of growth marketing is that we target our customers very individually. And so we're going to know our customer segments. So who are the customer segments that you want to target? What are some highly personalized messages that you can get out to your target markets? And then what are the channels that you're going to try to reach them? Is it social media? Is it print mail? What are the channels? And then what are those actual messages that you're going to send out daily, weekly, or monthly? And that's all to build awareness of your product. So that's here. Once you've built awareness and somebody is aware of your product, now they're in the evaluation stage. They're evaluating whether they should buy your product or not. So here we're going to ask for some strategies that help people decide and evaluate your business. And so you're going to answer these questions. And then the purchase phase, that's this phase right here. So let's imagine that they evaluated your business and they said, wow, I really like it. I want to purchase it. How are you setting things up with your website, social media, in-person sales, customer referrals to make that a really easy process for them to purchase your product? And then lastly, I want you to set up one A/B test. So whether it's your website or some marketing messaging or something like that, I want you to set up an A/B test. So describe what you'll be wanting to test, A/B, and then I want you to literally set up an A/B test here, A/B. So that is that's the marketing assignment for the week. I'm really looking forward to seeing the great work that you guys can do with it, and reach out with questions.